The April 5th, 2021 Public Council meeting. Can I have roll call, please?
Mayor Peterson.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Tennella is excused this evening. Councilman Sakala, who will not be with us.
Right.
Councilman Messeri.
Here.
Councilman Zakelli.
Here.
Adequate notice of this meeting was duly provided to the Verona Cedar Grove Times and the Star Ledger by email and published in an annual schedule of meetings December 26, 2020, filed with the Township Clerk and posted on the public bulletin board in the municipal building lobby in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Can everyone please rise for the flag salute?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item 2 on the agenda tonight is extraordinary business of the Township Council. We will recognize the Cedar Grove High School girls basketball team. Okay, so good evening. I'm just going to take this off while I talk, if that's okay with everyone, because otherwise I'm going to pass out. So first of all, I want to welcome all of you for being here this evening, and we just, on behalf of the council, we want to congratulate everyone on an absolutely amazing season. We are all very, very proud of you. We've watched you, and I just want to make a few comments on some of your highlights. I believe that you were 14-0, undefeated, and it's the first undefeated season in school history, which is absolutely amazing. I know, and Coach Scanlon knows we've had some really great basketball players come through this program. I think one that stands out in my head is Sharon Himes' sister. What was her name? Debbie Borges. All I heard about was what an amazing basketball player she was. And there's been girls that you know before your time that were just great players, and you guys have exceeded them and have done so amazing, and we are just very, very proud, especially coming from a school. I always say this with athletics and really anything in our school, the shows, art, whatever we do. We have such a small school, and you know we pull talent from a very small pool of people, and it's amazing the things that we accomplish in Cedar Grove. We do as well, if not better, than schools that are twice our size. So a few highlights I'd like to just point out. Molly Bauer, where are you, Moll? First team, is Ryan here? Rye. First team, Alexa Schiavetti. Where's Alexa? She's not here tonight. She also received first team honors. Jessica Green, second team. Mia Nardiello, second team. NJ.com's All Super Essex Conference. Ryan Canatero, second team. NJ.com and Set Girls Basketball Player of the Week, Ryan Canatero. News 12 New Jersey Scholar Athlete of the Week, our very own Molly Bauer, who is amazing. So we just, again, and I want to thank the coaches. I know Coach Scanlon, funny little story. About 2 weeks ago, my husband and I were at our friend's house, the Bucinos, Gary and Bethany Bucino, and Mark and Gary were talking about how you coached them. I think they said 7th and 8th grade. It was you and your brother, and they talked about maybe some hot-headed moments after the games, and just Mark and Gary are now 52 years old. So Coach Scanlon's been doing this a really long time. They were looking back and just laughing, but they were saying what a great coach and a person that you are all around. And thank you for all that you do for this town and have given these kids over so many decades. And it's made, obviously, a great impact. So, without further ado, I'm going to give out certificates. If the person's not here, just tell me and I'll put it here, and then I'll give it to you at the end, because I'm not exactly sure everybody who's here. So Taylor Bennett. Congratulations. Mia Green. Congratulations. Lauren Rizzolo.
She's not here.
Not here, okay. Caitlin Wolf. Congratulations. Anna Chakowski. Congratulations. Juliana Machachi. Not here. Mia Nardiello, not here. Okay, Talia Resinello, not here. Alexis Scavetti, not here, we said that. Molly Bauer. Great job, Molly. Congratulations. Nina Gannon. Great job. Congratulations. Jessica Green. Congratulations. Ryan Canataro. And I just want to make note that Ryan broke Katie's thumb during a softball game when they were like 8 or 9, right, Ryan? That was the story, except Katie was doing, she lied. She was doing cartwheels between a game and didn't want to tell us because she wasn't supposed to be doing that. So she said Ryan sat on her thumb. And we believed her for a day. And then the truth came out, and it wasn't pretty. Okay. Coach Lieber, thank you very much. Coach Leproto, not here. And Coach Scanlon. And so everybody knows, if you don't know, this Chambers is named after Coach Scanlon's father, who was our judge. So this is a proud moment for Coach. And I'll open it up to my council colleagues if you have any remarks.
Thank you, Mayor. I saw Coach Scanlon probably a couple weeks before the end of the season. I said, you know, I almost slipped up. I wanted to acknowledge the team at one of the council meetings, and then as a sports dad, I'm like, oh, that would have been a mistake. They haven't completed their season yet. So the coach said, please don't say anything until the end of the season. So we did. And now's the opportunity. We just wanted to congratulate everybody. Great season, great job, coaches, and certainly made Cedar Grove proud. So we're happy that you're here tonight and we're able to honor you. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Just a few quick words. What you guys did this year was, in normal circumstances, amazing. And under the unprecedented times we have now with COVID, it's that much more important, and that much more important that we recognize this amazing accomplishment. I was not athletic by any means, so I can only imagine the hard work that you put into this, and you should really be proud of yourselves.
Mr. Tucci.
First of all, I want to congratulate Coach Scanlon. He built this program. I mean, he started with younger girls. He ran clinics all summer long, all winter long. I saw them out on the basketball court outside playing in the snow. So, Bill, this is a testament to your hard work and everything you did. The Scanlon family has been a rock in this community for years, and you just continue that. And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the athletic director, Mr. Gogarty.
Yep, I was just going to say,
the Gogarty family, again, you do a tremendous job in every sport that you touch, Rob, but your family has been here a long time. You're also one of the rock foundations of this community. The Gogartys and the Scanlons go way back here,
Yep.
and we're just proud that you're able to continue that tradition. Thank you, both of you.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and I'm sorry, Mr. Gogarty, thank you very much, and thank you for being here and all you do for our athletic program. We really appreciate it, and thank you very much, ladies. We would like
Maybe you
to
want to say something?
just take a picture.
No, maybe Bill would like
Oh, Coach, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Come.
Skate on that one.
We're getting away.
No, apparently not. Thank you all very much. It's always nice to be in the council chambers. It's been a little while. I don't have anything prepared, so I'll just speak about what I like speaking about, which is this team. You may not know this, but we practiced for 9 days and then we were shut down for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks they didn't touch a ball, and came back and played immediately, and then played 14 games in 30 days. And their commitment all summer and fall was what made them able to withstand the 14-day shutdown. Okay, it's a great group. It's an absolutely great group. Sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And obviously, the senior leadership is always important, and those 4 young ladies are as good as they get. So we thank you very, very much. Thanks.
Thank you. Should we do
Yeah, take a
a
picture.
picture?
Yeah,
Would
absolutely.
you girls mind if we just took a quick little picture? Thank you.
Everybody up in the
Oh,
front.
and
Rob.
And can you take
yes,
this for,
absolutely.
okay,
Yes,
thank you. How we feel. See, I'm short, so I can just stand, I can
They're gonna
stand in
think you're
front
one
of
of them.
you. Give me a basketball t-shirt and I'm in.
Okay, we're gonna take a couple here, all right? Got it, thank you.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate all you guys coming, really. Good luck, girls. It's good to see you. Thanks so much. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you. Unless they want to stay for the meeting.
They ran for the door.
Yeah, I can't blame them. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Ah. Okay. Just give them a minute. Okay?
Okay, good.
Okay. Item 3, to consider approval of minutes of regular public meeting March 1st, 2021. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve, Mayor.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Peterson,
Here. Or
Yep.
yes, sorry.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilman Zakeli.
Yes.
Okay, item 4, public hearing to consider adoption of pending ordinance number 20-869, authorizing the lease of Morgan's Farm property to the Cedar Grove Historical Society.
Open it up to the public.
Yep, we're going to open this portion up to the public. Anyone wishing to be heard? Seeing none, I'll close that.
Mayor, just under discussion real quick.
Yep.
I want to just commend Mr. Tucci and the township for, taking over this property really and starting to put a lot of resources into it. The society is so happy. I'm the liaison to the Historical Society. We put a new roof on. I just saw the new barn floor of all brick. They are over the moon with it. It really is a testament to a good working relationship. And this lease here is, hopefully the beginning of a very strong relationship going forward. So
Right.
with that said, Mayor, I move for the adoption of pending ordinance number 21-869 to be published in the Verona Cedar Grove Times as a passed ordinance to take effect as prescribed by law.
Thank you. Thank you. So I have roll call, or can I have roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor Peterson,
Yes.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilman Zakeli.
Yes.
Okay, item 5, meeting is open to residents of the township wishing to be heard on any item on the agenda. Seeing none, we will move on to reports of township officials. Good evening, Mr. Tucci.
Good evening, Mayor. Just a few items I'd like to report on. Number one, we're getting into the season where restaurants in town are opening up their tents to the outside. Currently, just a report, I just have 3 permits submitted. Delmonico's will be having outside dining in the tent. Cedar Beans has put in an application also again this year, and the Cedar Grove Elks Club has requested. So at this point, we have all 3. What my question for the governing body is, last year, because of COVID and financial reasons, we waived the $100 fee. If the governing body concurs, I think that would be a good gesture to helping our businesses in town.
Yeah, as you were saying that, that was going through my head. I remember waiving the fee last year, and I think just considering the year and these businesses are getting back up on their feet,
Right.
I have no objection to
Okay.
waiving the
I have
fee.
no objection.
Okay, so that's fine.
The next item I have, I just want to report on pool registrations. Pool registrations are very brisk. The numbers are very high for this early in the
Okay.
year. And hopefully, we're going to have a real full membership. I don't know if you're aware, but the Recreation Director, Marisa Landolfi, has contacted a company that has an app, because we're going to have limits at the pool. The numbers will be quite high. We don't want to waste people's time with coming to the pool if it's full. So people will be able to gauge, based on the number that come through the door, how many people, whether there's room for them to come or not. I think it's a good tool for pool members to have, and that will be up and running. And I think we should be in good stead for this coming year. As we talked about earlier, this is one of the social meeting places of our community. It's been a rock for years. and we want to make sure that it happens for the residents and the members there this year.
Right, great, good.
Okay? Another item along that line, along the pool. Traditionally, we have concession stand. We put out 2 RFPs, and none of the people that responded complied with the recommendations of the spec. So at this point, we were able to negotiate. After you go out twice and you don't get anybody acceptable, we have the original vendor who we contacted, and they're willing to come back. The only thing is they would like some modified terms only because of COVID and financial difficulty. So the terms are this. Normally, we have been requesting $12,000 as a fee.
Right.
The terms then, I thought it was pretty reasonable. They would pay $6,000, $3,000 up front, $3,000 midway through, and then we would take a percentage of the key, 5% of what they made. So we asked for some numbers of what they did in 2019. They did $120,000. At the 5%, that would put us a little bit over the $12,000 that we would normally get. Again, it's a bit of a risk because if you don't make that number,
Right.
but with the memberships up high, and really, they're a known commodity. We don't have any problems with them. The menu is good, the prices are fair. So the recommendation is that we go along with those modified terms, given the COVID conditions of this year.
Right, so this is the person that had it
Had
okay,
in
so
2019.
they were very good.
They were
That
very
it
good,
was
yes.
that gentleman, I forget what his name was, but he, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was really nice,
Yep.
and he did a great job. I think it's only fair to do it modified. First of all, the snack bar, I mean, I guess they do very well. My brother had the snack bar for like 10 years. But it's so weather dependent. You have one bad summer, you don't, and then now you put on top of that a lower capacity at the pool. It's only fair, the same as we waive the fees for the businesses. I think that we make that modification for them. I'm all for that.
And this is
so.
only for a single year, that's it.
Right, and then we would go back. Agreed. Okay.
We don't have any alternative at this point, right? I mean,
Exactly, we don't have any other candidates at this
not
point.
having a concession stand with an open pool makes no sense.
Right, and quite frankly, who's going to want the concession stand at that it's just
And then
we
again-
have to bend with that. I think.
Registration numbers are brisk at this point, so I think you're going to have the membership there to support the
Right.
concession stand at this point.
Right. Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Also, I know, Mayor, you're very hot on this issue. I know you've been very vocal about it.
No, which
The damage at Panther Park, the vandalism.
Yep.
I just want to report that the Recreation Director, we have Wi-Fi down at the Panther Park. It'll be installed, I think, Thursday of this week. And we are putting cameras all the way around.
Oh, great.
And it'll be the Ring system, which the Ring system, because we have the interlocal agreement with the police department and Ring, that information will go directly to them. And you also have the benefit of the Ring network is you have Ring neighborhood, which means that the neighbors will see that because it gets shared. So we'll have a lot of set of eyes on it, but I think we need these cameras there to curtail or at least corral who's doing the damage there.
Absolutely, and that was done very
But
quickly.
I know you've been
so
vocal
thank
about it,
you.
Mayor.
Yeah, it's and I believe Mr. Tucci, you had to do the same down at Community Park a while back,
That's
right?
correct.
And it helped.
It did.
It helped the vandalism at Community, so it's proven to be helpful to the situation. So you really moved. That was I don't even think that was a week ago. So I mean it's been ongoing. I
It's
know
been
that.
ongoing, but
I've talked to Marisa about it before, and it's dangerous too. Some of the things that we don't want anyone getting hurt or.
we just have to put a stop to it at
Yeah,
this point.
perfect. Thank you so much.
Next item, I just want to recognize the passing of former Mayor James Triano. Jim was the mayor here when I first started back in 1990. He did succumb to COVID. Unfortunately, our condolences to him and his family. He served our community well for years.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear that.
Judge Triano, yes. Yeah. And last but not least, just want to give you an update. The bocce courts, this Thursday, the lights, the new benches will be going in there. It'll start that work and approximately be 1 week, and that'll be up and operational for the bocce season this year.
Great. Thank you.
And that's all I have for this
Okay,
evening.
thank you very much. And Mrs. Clerk, oh my gosh, Mrs. Stetz is not here. Township Attorney, good evening.
Good evening,
Thank you
Mayor,
for being
members,
here.
Council members. I don't have a report this evening. I do have a question, though.
Okay,
With regard to the cannabis legislation, you have an August 21st, 2021 deadline to opt out. So my question to you is whether you'd like me to draft an ordinance and have it ready for you at the next hearing for introduction. It would be treated as an amendment to your zoning ordinance. It would be referred to your planning board. As a matter of fact, I took a crack at it today, so I already have something drafted.
okay, perfect.
Yeah, we voted on that at the last meeting that we're
We
gonna
did.
opt out of all.
We were
Everything
all
that
in
we could.
favor
Right.
to opt out of, I believe there was 6 parts of it. So
Correct.
we, as a council, unanimously voted to opt out. So yes, please go ahead with that, so it's ready
So-
for the next meeting.
Wonderful. So this ordinance, there are 6 classes, opts you
Right.
have all 6 classes.
Correct,
So I'll have this ready for you for the next meeting.
perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Council reports. Good evening, Councilman Masseri.
Good evening, Mayor. Just a few items. First, I wanted to recognize and acknowledge, April being Autism Awareness Month, and I was doing some research on it. It looks like the Autism Society of America is also trying to shift it from awareness to acceptance, so I thought this was an appropriate time to put it out there, since I think they're trying to get media to push this along. So I wanted to acknowledge April as autism acceptance, given that that's what they're looking to do. So I wanted to put it in my council report for today. I mean, the numbers, they just recently did a updated survey, and it's now 1 in 54 children as of 2020, where it was 1 in 125. So
Wow.
certainly this impacts more people than you think.
Yeah.
So certainly want to put that out there.
Councilman, along that line, everybody recognized the building is lit up blue in recognition.
Very nice,
And
yep.
we did do that.
Thank you. And then the other 2 items are more questions, just updates for Mr. Tucci. Mr. Tucci, do you happen to have any COVID information with you today? Some updated COVID?
I do, Councilman. If you want, I can go through it real
Please.
quickly. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. As of April the 3rd, we had currently 1,459 cases, and we had 119 deaths to date. I'm happy to report that our police department's at full strength. We have no members out. Our fire department also at full strength. Our EMS has been responding accordingly. Atlantic EMS had 20 responses to 258 calls, and the average time was 6 minutes. Our Cedar Grove Ambulance and Rescue Squad, which is our secondary medical calls, they had 11 calls and with a 10-minute response time. So that's very good. The good news is that the nursing homes have been pretty flat as far as the numbers. They're doing very well in battling this, and whatever adjustments that they made, it's working on that behalf. As far as school, I can give you some school numbers statewide. Statewide, we had 221 cases statewide, and of that, there are another 1,002 cases linked to spreading it off of that. And again, these are numbers right off of the statewide school website that I'm giving to you. I'd be remiss if I didn't give kudos to our county executive, Joe DiVincenzo, for the excellent job. If you go to our vaccination sites, I mean, they're flawless. You go in, you go out, it's not crowded. Also, there was an issue with the cards that were given out that, sometimes they were going to, he also has sleeves that you put them in now so that people can use it for travel, because I'm assuming that at some point in the future, airlines, to get into the facilities, you're going to need that identification at some point. So that card is vital that you maintain it, and it needs some protection. Also today, I'm too long, cut me off, all right? You asked the question.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Governor Murphy announced a new COVID-19 travel regulations. It's on the governor's website. They came out with, look, this is by no means over, but it's starting to loosen up because our numbers are doing a little better. The only alarming part is that the age group that it's affecting most is changing now. Before it was, the older upper age groups, and now it seems to be moving down in age, and that's where the more solid numbers are. And again, we're seeing peaks and valleys with the numbers, but hopefully with everybody's diligence, you will do better and the numbers will go down. And the more we start vaccinating younger age groups, I think that'll settle things down even more. That's the report I have for you.
That's great. I know that running into some constituents, they were asking about, some updates on COVID numbers and, especially with the town.
But again, I'd like to remind everybody, these numbers are all on our website. They're updated daily. So everything is there. The county, the state health department supply us. And again, sometimes those numbers don't coincide with each other, so we have to try to balance and figure out which numbers are real and which ones are not. But again, county website, the Chief of Staff Elijah does a wonderful job getting us the information.
Great. The other question, Mr. Tucci, where are we with the LRP construction project?
The LRP construction project, as a matter of fact, just started kicking up about a week and a half ago, once the weather broke. The real issue back there is, everybody knows, back there is very wet and soggy, but everything's moving along rather quickly. Their ETA is supposed to be November, but the contractor's telling us it's going to be a lot sooner. He's predicting the end of August, beginning of September, but we'll see what happens. But I like to stay with the longer number, and if we come in sooner, that much the better.
Great.
Councilman, if you don't mind, can I just, because it's on that subject, can I just ask, so I went back there the other day to look at it.
Right.
Is the softball field, so we have the old softball field staying.
Right.
Is the other softball field over, like if I'm looking this way from the park, the blacktop, I'm at the blacktop, I'm
So
looking
you're
this
at
way.
LRP looking into the field?
Like if I'm, where the basketball,
Yes.
okay, so I'm standing there looking this way. The school is here, the Ray Vandermeer field is right here.
Right.
Where is the new, is it going in that way back corner, or is it going over here?
It's in the way back corner. You see where the playground equipment is for the Panther Park?
Yes.
It's going just a little bit.
So so it's going,
Home plate will be along the homes, along.
oh,
back
okay,
side.
so it's going over there, not
Yeah.
over there.
And then what happens is the retaining wall will be the outfield.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
I
so-
couldn't, I can't visualize
If you want,
this.
Mayor, I have a set of the plans that
Okay.
I can show
Well, I
you.
saw the plans, but when I got there and I was looking at it, I couldn't figure out where
Yeah.
and then you can figure out how the mini field is gonna work.
Yeah.
Like I could visualize all that,
The first base line will be along the homes. The third base line will be along the backside of Panther Park,
okay,
all right?
got it. Okay, I'm
That's
sorry.
That's the orientation.
We were driving, Mark and I went the other day just to check it out, and, we're fighting over where the softball field's going, so, thank you. Okay, sorry, Councilman,
And
go ahead.
my other question was really for Ms. Stutzman, maybe, Tom, you have the answer. For the May election, are the normal in-person voting locations going to be open for this election, or is it modified in any way?
The answer to your question is based on the last information that I have, that it will be the regular voting locations that we'll be going to. It's going to probably be as normal an election period as we've had in a long time.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's all I
Thank you.
have, Mayor.
Okay, Councilman Sakali?
Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening.
Just a few items. We adopted a lease tonight for the Historical Society, and they are very eager to try to get their farm lease going. So, Mr. Tucci, at some point, they gave me a list of items that, they would like to see either included in the lease or written up in a way that's conducive for them and for the township. They were very happy with this lease that we executed tonight, and looking for us to begin the process on the second lease. So, Mr. Tucci, if you have any insight on that or getting that process going?
Well, the first thing would be the consensus among the governing body that you want to proceed with that. And then once that is decided amongst you, you can send me what the list is, and I will work with council to prepare at least a draft of the lease for your review.
Okay. So I guess we'll wait for the staff meeting to
Yes,
discuss
I
that.
think that'd be appropriate.
The firehouse, are we gonna have a ribbon cutting there? I know.
As a matter of fact, I just was in conversation with the fire chief. I don't know what the governing body's pleasure is, whether you'd like to have it late in an afternoon, on a Saturday. What's your preference as far as your schedules? Because the fire department, they're amenable to whenever you want to do it. Because it'll be two, it'll be recognition of the new firehouse and of the new fire
Fire
truck.
truck, yeah. Whatever,
I'm
I'm
pretty
open
open.
for anything, so, whatever.
And mine varies,
Yeah.
Again, I know everybody has a
We don't
busy
know.
schedule,
right,
so,
yeah, so,
so you want,
Just tell them
when
to-
I put together some dates,
yes,
and
That's
I'll
probably
float
best.
them to everyone.
Right.
thank you.
I was, just want to give a quick shout out to Chief Sarasa and Officer Jason Rivers. I was at the eye doctor on Friday, as you know, Mayor Peterson. And there was an incident with a patient there, and the patient was really struggling. And I called Chief Sarasa, and within minutes, Officer Rivers was there. Ambulance came, and everything was taken care of, literally before I could have, understood and comprehended what the situation was. So, we say it all the time, and it bears repeating. Our police department, they're really the finest out there, and we're very lucky to have them and the service they provide. And like I said, Officer Rivers and the chief were nothing but great aces there. So thank them for me, Mr. Tucci, if you can.
I will.
And I have one matter for personnel and executive.
Okay, all right, got it. Thank you, Councilman.
Subject matter, I need
Personnel.
personnel, okay.
I'll write that down because you know I'm gonna forget. Okay. And I just have a couple things. Mr. Tucci, I noticed the other day on Fairview Avenue in front of the K. Hovnanian development that the old driveways, so the aprons to the driveways are all, is that going to be fixed?
Well, understand, the area in front of the property along Fairview Avenue belongs to the County of Essex. The county has retained that whole frontage. And once Cavnini is completed, the county executive has a plan for that whole area.
Oh, okay.
So, again,
I didn't know if it was
he didn't want to
county.
get into doing anything with it because he didn't want it disturbed. So he was waiting, for them to finish.
And then they'll just fix the
They're
curbing?
they're gonna fix everything.
Okay, all
Believe
right.
me, this county executive doesn't do anything halfway.
Okay, good.
It's like off the charts.
Okay, thank you. I was just like, ooh, I hope they don't forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then my other question, do you have any update on the homebound vaccine supply? Are we moving with this? What are we?
As a matter of fact, I spoke to Sue Portaway from the Health Department. They are moving ahead with that now that the new Johnson & Johnson, which the prescription for it fits better for the homebound. It's just a matter of getting enough doses to get them.
Okay.
But there was an email, I think, that went out from the county. I think Mr. Vieira, and he's coordinating with buses to address the homebound issue.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you very much. That's all I have for this evening. Okay, we'll move on to number 7, the consent agenda. We are going to table item A for tonight's meeting. Mr. Tucci, if it's okay, I will take B through F together.
Fine with me.
Okay. Item,
Just let me read the titles, or you can read them, Mayor, if you want.
do you want me to read?
Yeah, just read what they
I'll
are
read
so
B
that the
through,
public knows
I'll
what
read
we're
B
gonna-
through
yeah.
F and then we'll ask for roll call.
Okay.
Okay. Item B, to consider resolution concerning appointment of members to the Environmental Commission. C, to consider resolution considering appointment of member to the Municipal Alliance Committee. D, to consider resolution concerning appointment of member to Recreation Advisory Board. E, to consider resolution concerning approval of raffle application St. Catherine of Siena Church. F, to consider resolution concerning approval of raffle application Memorial Middle School FSA.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second,
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Peterson,
Yes.
Councilman Messeri,
yes,
Councilman Zakeli.
Yes.
Okay, and item 8, we have some new business. Can I take these together?
No.
Mr. I can't, right?
Can't.
Okay,
Just
item
consent
A,
agenda.
to consider resolution concerning amendment to 2021 temporary budget.
I'll make a motion to approve, Mayor.
Have a second?
second,
Thank you.
Mayor Peterson,
Yes.
Councilman Messeri,
yes,
Councilman Zakeli.
Yes.
Item B, to consider resolution concerning purchase of backhoe loader parts and accessories through Sourcewell.
make the motion, Mayor.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Peterson,
Yes.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes,
Councilman Zakeli.
Yes.
Item C, to consider resolution concerning purchase of dump truck parts and accessories through Sourcewell.
Make a motion to approve, Mayor.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilman Zakeli?
Yes.
Item D, to consider resolution concerning purchase of water meters, data recorders, and radio frequency meter interference units through Morris County Cooperative Pricing Council contract.
Make a motion to approve, Mayor.
Second.
Thank you.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilman Zakeli?
Yes.
Just a note on those items. Those are items, two of them were bought through a cooperative, one was bought through the Morris County Co-op. These are items that were already purchased and we received. The reason why we do the resolutions, so that there's a track record and the governing body knows, and when the auditors come in, there's a trail on how the money was expended.
Right.
Just an explanation as to why we do it this way.
Thank you.
Okay.
Item 9, approval of bills.
Make a motion to approve, Mayor.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilman Zakeli?
Yes.
The meeting is now open to residents of the township wishing to be heard on any item on or off the agenda concerning township business.
Good evening,
Good
Mayor,
evening.
Council. It's been a little while since I've been here.
Nice to see you.
I'm not going to speak too much about the county's vaccination efforts because Mr. Tucci has covered most of those points, but I will just state that we have expanded our Johnson & Johnson output. So we are reaching out to more indigent populations, homebound populations. So that information is coming out to the townships, and it's also available on essexcovid.org if anybody is looking for information. And the information is changing on a weekly basis based on what we have received from the state in terms of vaccination availability. We are starting to bring back some of our public programs and events and things this season, and 2 of those are happening here in Cedar Grove at the Public Works Building. On Saturday, May 1st, from 8:30 to 4, the county will hold the Household Hazardous Waste Collection Day. There is a list of acceptable and unacceptable materials on the Essex County Utilities Authority website. And then on Saturday, May 15th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. will be the Computer and Electronics Recycling Day.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just for a follow-up on that, both of those events are posted on our website, so if anyone in the public needs it, they can get it off our website.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10-4-12, permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting of the mayor and council in certain circumstances, and whereas the mayor and council of the Township of Cedar Grove are of the opinion that such circumstances exist, now therefore it be resolved by the mayor and council of the Township of Cedar Grove, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that 1, the public shall be excluded from discussion of any action of the executive session of the meeting of the mayor and council of April 5th, 2021, 2, the general nation of the subject matter to be discussed is personnel. 3, it is anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matter will be made public as soon thereafter as it is deemed in the public interest to do so. And 4, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Thank you. Thank you.